So this question says, given that the magnitude of vector A equals 8, the magnitude of vector B equals 12, and the magnitude of vector A plus vector B is 16, find all the angles between each other. And it doesn't give us any components, I or j components, or even k components of any of the vectors. So I think that the answer to this is best given symbolically. So you should be able to find all of the angles between, well, really you would need the I components, the j components, and the k components of these vectors to find them. So I'm not quite sure if this is going to be the correct answer to the question, but I do know that these formulas right here, sine theta of opposite equals opposite over hypotenuse, cosine theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. This is pretty much how it would look like for all of the angles if you had the components. So I've written here I hat for the I component, or the x component, if you will. I hat, and then sine theta is j hat, j hat for the y component. And then you have tangent theta is j hat over I hat. And that would be how you find the angles between them. You would then take the inverse of these functions. So it would be theta equals cosine inverse of the I components of the A vector divided by the magnitude of the A vector, and so on and so forth. So that would be how you find all the angles, and then if you wanted to find the angles between each of the other two angles, say if cosine of theta was at, for this one right here, cosine theta equals the I component of the A vector divided by the magnitude of the A vector. Let's say that cosine of that was 30 degrees, or it was pi over 30 degrees is pi over 6, I think. So it would be 30 degrees, and then let's say sine of this angle right here was 60 degrees. So if you know that those two angles are, one is at 30 degrees and one is at 60 degrees, well then you just subtract the degrees and then you get the angles between them. So I'm not quite sure if that is what the question was asking for, but that's how you find the angles between magnitudes of vectors, and if you have the components for them. So I hope this was helpful.